We're running out of time. I want to talk about the thing I want to talk about.
All right.
We'll talk about the
you wanna talk about.
thing. Talk about the thing you want to talk about.
Pull up the video I just sent. I just want to see what you guys have to think about this. Because I personally think it's an awesome idea. And somebody that not a lot of people like.
So we want to watch it.
If you read, calling all debunkers and real paranormal channels. I think this is an interesting idea, and I support this. I want to know what you guys have to say about it. Because I'm down.
All right. I'm going to play it.
Do
No
it.
copyright, please.
Come on, Cole. He blinded me. But not with science.
Now, on today's episode, let's talk about that idea that I've had. Ooh, there's going to be... You'll know exactly who the fake channels are, judging by their reaction and responses to this idea. You know, there might be some genuine people that, you know, think it's a terrible idea, fair enough, but I think this is going to pour a lot of salt in a lot of open wounds that these fake channels have got. So we'll see how that goes. And I've got a little request for the viewers, for anybody in the paranormal community really, so we'll talk about that as well. So let's get to it.
Oh my lord, dude. This you keeps flashbanging.
Okay, so when I started researching into the paranormal, when I
Professional bastard.
first started looking at paranormal YouTube,
He sounds like you.
and I was looking for
Nice.
inspiration and references
Inspiration.
to develop my own animated series. But the one thing that I noticed is the popularity of a paranormal channel depends entirely on top 5 channels and reaction channels. Okay, so they will signal boost a clip, and then they'll have a load of new subscribers, new viewers, all coming to their channel, right?
Unless you go on and chill.
So people are incentivized to produce the sort of spookiest content for reaction channels to react to. Alright, if it's not sensational and not got ghosts in it, then they generally won't touch it with a barge pole. Right. So where does that leave the real paranormal channels? The channels that don't put the fake effects in, put the fake sounds in, and all the rest of it. It basically shoves them to the back of the queue and just leaves them there, really. Because someone's going to watch a really haunted video with a portal in his living room over someone who's doing an investigation into an old church or something, and there's no...
Or an old jail.
...shadows being seen or anything like that. It's just, you know, they've been out and looked at this place and they've gathered whatever video they've gathered, but they've not added to it, okay? Right. So people are incentivized to produce the most sensational content. It's basically cutting out... So the real paranormal channels are being cut out of paranormal YouTube by the sensationalism. So that's what I want to try and reverse, okay? So this idea that I've got is that I want to start a joint venture between the real paranormal channels and the debunking channels. Where the real paranormal channels, and by that I mean they don't add cheap tacky special effects and sound overlays to their videos. They put a lot of heart and soul into whatever investigation they're doing, and I want to request that Debunkers work alongside these channels. And like I said, it's not anything new, this, because there's plenty of debunking channels like Mr. Grey, and I know Beardo's done a few, and I know The Shape has made a few recommendations. on channels before where viewers have asked them what channels aren't faking it then. But I want to make this idea more mainstream. I want to make it so the real paranormal channels are incentivized to approach debunkers and ask for their, what I'm going to call a seal or endorsement, right? So a real paranormal channel will
Oh, really?
ask
Like the Indian guy?
debunkers will put out a general message or email debunkers or whatever, or their fans will come over and ask debunkers to have a look through their paranormal channel and
Yes,
give their
Michael.
verdict. And I'm not talking about a deep dive into every video looking for traces of
Michael, you're only
fakery
saying that
and
because
whatever.
he sounds like you.
Right, because some of these channels have got hundreds upon hundreds of videos. So, you know, it's a
Rika, does
lot
that
of work
happen
going through all them
often?
videos. But what they can do is have a
You gotta give it a minute.
cursory
I told her to
glance through
refresh.
their content to see if they have got, you know, if they're money orientated, manipulating people, using religion in a bit of a unscrupulous way,
Lee.
or if they are, you know,
Lee.
lying about having real ghosts.
He
and
got a
things like
thumbs
that.
up from
That's all
Michael.
you have to really do, just to have a
He's like, yeah, it's 'cause it's
overview
so
of what their channel is about, and then either
Ghost mice.
provide your endorsement or not. So what the real paranormal
God.
channels will do once they've got an endorsement is at the beginning of the video, instead of having a card that says this is all for entertainment and all that crap that the fake channels put up, the real paranormal channels will put up a card that says that this channel works hand in hand with debunkers in order to minimize fraud in this community or something like that. And whatever debunker has endorsed them, they will put a little.
Out of curiosity, I only see 5 channels. Are there really only 5 debunking channels out there?
Those are the 5 most popular debunking channels. I've heard of all of them except for the World of Mr. Gray.
I've heard of World of Mr. Gray.
Well, Purple
I've-
still hasn't
I've
messaged
heard
me.
of 2.
I don't think Purple's. Ah, see, Erica loves it too. See, I thought it was a great idea.
Icon of theirs on this channel card. Now it's very important that each debunker designs his
Yes,
own
an authenticity badge. I do like that.
icon or seal or endorsement, whatever you want to call it, because this plays into if somebody abuses that endorsement and then starts faking the content, or if it's suddenly discovered that they're faking the content, because you own that icon, because that icon's licensed to you, it's a copyright infringement if they start displaying that icon and you've withdrawn their endorsement because you've found out they've faked it, or you know, that you've learned that they've been ripping people off or whatever. Okay, so if they had your endorsement and then they tried still adding it to the videos, even after you've withdrawn it, all you've got to do is report it to YouTube for copyright theft, and YouTube will take that part down, or they'll force them to cut it out of that video, right? In which case they're not displaying your endorsement anymore. Okay, and it's not about being right about every single channel, because there will be some people who try and abuse this system, who will create a channel and then hopefully get all these endorsements, get people watching, and then they'll abuse that and then create fakery out of it all. Doesn't mean you're wrong by endorsing that channel in the first place, okay, as long as you get off your ass and, you know, make a video saying that you're removing your endorsement from that channel because they're faking it or whatever. Just a very public video, or email them and say, get my bloody endorsement off your title card right now. Okay, not only does this provide viewers just a quick overview, because I mean you can put it in your about section of your channel as well. There's a lot of ways that you can incorporate this into
Mixed
the
feelings.
real paranormal YouTube
Interesting.
channels. So when any sort of new viewers comes into Paranormal YouTube, and they've not really been involved with any of this before, so they haven't really got an idea who's fake and who's real and things like that. They'll soon discover, with the real paranormal channels putting forward, that they work hand in hand with debunkers. Alright? Now, what do the real paranormal channels get out of this? Well, can you imagine if you had something really creepy in your video, but yet at the beginning of your video it says that you work with debunkers and all this to minimize fraud and to promote real paranormal channels. Something happens in your video and yet you've got all five endorsements from debunkers, because that's one hell of a scary video. Because at the beginning you see that debunkers have looked through his channel and they can't find no fakery. So what does that say about what's going off in that channel? You know, apart from it providing a little bit of tension at the beginning of the video for you, you'll also get an influx of new viewers and new subscribers that have come from the debunking community, because debunking communities recommended you, and vice versa for the debunking communities as well. So they'll get loads of new subscribers and viewers, right? And I know this kind of thing, it doesn't seem like it should be like anyone in this community should be in charge of saying who's right and who's wrong, but debunkers have proven themselves time and time again to be responsible about doing this and not sort of throwing accusations around when there's no evidence. You know, I've been in this community for a year and I have never once seen any of the main channels throwing accusations of fakery around when they haven't got concrete evidence that points to something being manipulated in that video. Okay? I want to take away this power that the top 5 channels, the reaction channels, have got over Paranormal YouTube, because at the minute people are incentivized to create these sensational videos, and it's totally bypassing the real paranormal channels.
Mr.
That's
Potato
not
Head.
Paranormal YouTube. That's just some bloody reality TV crap. It's just another strand of reality TV that's managed to rear its ugly head.
Whew.
People then will be incentivized to work on the videos and to provide good content for the viewers, rather than sensationalized crap that they've made because they work from home ghost tubers. Alright, so this works in both directions, for both the real paranormal channels and for the debunkers. Okay, it also incentivizes people to be aware for these fraudulent channels. So yeah, everyone wins in this respect, apart from the fake channels.
Oh, did you see that new
And,
video about
you
proving
know, The
demons?
top 5s will definitely be cutting out that card.
Whoa.
But it promotes, you know, because people will want to be endorsed by debunkers. People will want that endorsement, so they can say to all their viewers, potentially future viewers or their subscribers that they've already built up, that all 5 debunkers looked at this channel and they can't find any evidence of manipulation and fraud and things like that. So you tell me what you think, because it's like Trustpilot or something like that. When you go to buy something, you look at reviews, and the same should be for paranormal channels, because so much money goes into it and there's so many people trying to pick off this readily available community. This helps protect vulnerable people from fraudsters. It really does. And it provides a new avenue of content for debunkers. It brings more people to the real channels and to the debunking channels, and it holds up those real paranormal channels. And you know, regardless of where you stand on this, I know that every paranormal YouTuber, every real paranormal YouTuber, does not want fake channels in their community, because they're taking away all the sort of attention from them, and they're hiding amongst them channels. They're causing all sorts of problems for real paranormal channels. It will take away that power that fake channels have got by saying that debunkers don't believe in the paranormal, or they're just horrible, nasty hate channels, and they're just trying to... They don't understand... Well, no, we understand that if you're not trying to manipulate people and you're not trying to defraud people, then you'll crack on and do paranormal investigations. There's nothing... as long as you're not maintaining to your audience that it's real, you know, if it is real, then, you know, crack on. But if debunkers find any evidence that it's not, then you're in deep shit, basically. Right, so you let me know what you think anyway in the comments.
Get off of that.
Yes, please. The flashbang.
So I'm. Oh my God! The let me fix this.
No, don't fix it. It's great.
All right, I'll leave it. All right, so
That dude smoked a fatty. He's like, bro, I can see music.
for the majority of people who watch Ben and Laney, I imagine that they just believe what Ben and Laney put out anyway, and there is no skew in their decision either way.
Yeah.
So this doesn't matter to them people. And this wouldn't matter to new people like them coming to our channel. Another thing that makes me nervous about what he said earlier was that he will put copyright on. Say, for example, we put out videos and they give us our seal of approval, right?
Mm-hmm.
And later on down the road, my balls start lighting up. And it doesn't necessarily look real. And they decide that it's not real. And they want to get our seal of approval off of our channel. Are they going to copyright strike us, or is it going to be a copyright claim? How much power do they have when it comes to that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It has pros and cons, I guess.
Yeah, true.
If there's an understanding where they don't strike, I could see that being 100% an avenue we should go.
Yeah, but that's assuming that they're not very thorough with their debunking.
Well, how? I mean, I don't know.
They're pretty thorough with their debunking.
Is that what it is? Well, what if there's something that you guys know without a shadow of a doubt that happened, and they say, "Oh, no, I think it's BS."
Yeah, that's kind of where I lean on that. I mean,
Yeah, true.
the reality is that, yeah, I don't know.
Up to the mercy of a guy like The Shape.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're kind of putting things into the hands of some people that it's like they might be out to debunk everything.
Twin Paranormal hit 400,000 subs by being debunked.
Wait, Erica, you've never heard of Casper Site?
Hold up.
Hold
Okay.
up.
When Paranormal hit 400K by being debunked.
Yeah, but that's,
Wow.
I mean,
That's because people generally want to believe it.
yeah, and they have some real crazy stuff happen in their videos, you know, for obvious reasons. Crazy things happen in their videos. Yeah, we don't have crazy stuff happen in our videos because their stuff is legit. And a legit paranormal investigation isn't very insane.
Yeah,
Right,
our stuff
yeah.
is what would generally line up with a channel that is 100% legit.
You
Like
said
the
that.
weird-
You're...
Like, yeah, they kind of did, but like like the SLS in the lighthouse tower. I know what happened there, but would they believe it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
hard to fake that, though.
Lee does it all the time.
Yeah, but Lee does it on a crappy camera.
His looks different.
But that would have to be. Yeah, I know. I like Mindseed.
Yeah.
I get it 100%. I like Mindseed. It's entertainment. But I mean, I don't think people like Mindseed or Twin Paranormal would really be trying to go after debunker approval. It's not even approval. It's, I guess, seal of legitimacy.
Now the key point is like if your ultimate end goal is to get like as big as I guess Twin Paranormal. Do the people watch you care that there's a stamp of approval on your site from these guys?
Probably not.
I was gonna say it depends. It would all depend why they're watching.
what was the quote? Legit.
I have legit
Like people like who is it? Let me see how many subs they got now.
who?
Let me find them real quick.
I don't know. I don't see very much negative by being deemed legit.
Paranormal Quest.
As long as there's no copyright issues, if it's just up in their hands, that would be like too risky, I guess. So they got 126,000 subs, and I've never seen them fake anything. I haven't watched all their videos though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody's watched them more than I have.
I think they would get a approval, because as far as I know, they are pretty legit. They just have very high production value. I'm working on it. Trying.
Takes time.
Nice camera.
Yeah, that is a nice 4K camera.
Is it? I don't know much about cameras.
I mean, other than them arbitrarily deciding to pull their approval and hitting us with a copyright, I can't see.
But
You'll be the first. Hey, no, you won't be the first, because him and I are both like, we're very skeptical about what we see. We just watched a bunch of videos where I believe every single one of them was deemed crap. It is a shame about their hair, Michael.
Yeah, the only thing, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's a copyright claim, I don't care about a copyright claim. I can cut out anything, that's a copyright claim. It's a strike that bothers me, because that just gets the video removed, and it's like a 90-day period where it's like on your record. And if you put out like 20 videos with their stamp of approval and you get all of them struck, that's no bueno.
One of the first.
So I don't like if their structure isn't copyright strikes, I'm good with that.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That'd be something.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, I guess with Mr. Cole Spectre.
Do more.
Yeah,
Get
be
some
like
more
curious
info.
share some emails with them and see what.
Oh,
What kind of structure they're going to do exactly.
So you're torn on the idea, Rican?
couldn't do without you guys for 90 days.
No. Well, I mean, the video just gets removed from YouTube. We can still upload and do live streams and stuff like that. But if we get 3 strikes, the 3 strikes in 90 days, or 3, it's actually called 3 active strikes, but 1 strike remains on your record for like 90 days. If you have 3, your account can be deleted. Now, if we have like 5 videos with a stamp of approval on it, and that's their route they want to take is a copyright strike, and we get 5 strikes, they can delete the account for good. So I'm not cool with that, obviously.
No. No.
So they had to be a little bit more lenient than doing copyright stuff. But in general, I like the idea that they're doing that.